Hello, I'm Gus Downing, President and Publisher of the D&D Daily, and we're here today with Roger Leyden, President, Michael Campbell, VP of National Sales, and Greg Saputo, Regional Sales Director for Se-Kure Controls. First, we'd like to say happy 50th birthday to Se-Kure Controls to Roger.
Thanks, Gus.
I mean, this is a milestone few make and most dream of. Congratulations and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Se-Kure Controls develops and manufactures innovative asset protection systems that maximize return on investment for its retail and industrial customers. They strive to anticipate and promptly respond to customer needs in a manner consistent with their tradition of quality through design. For 50 years, Se-Kure Controls has been working with retailers to reduce shrinkage caused by shoplifting. Over that time, there's been an explosion of new products in the consumer electronics and fashion-focused soft lines industry. Added to this challenge are the increased competitive pressures to reduce cost and staffing. Whether you're seeking a custom item, or a standard product, Se-Kure Controls strives to keep your cost in control and in line by controlling the manufacturing process. Their 3 manufacturing plants are devoted to quality and cost-effective production. Their team of professionals can take your idea from concept to completion by keeping the entire process within Se-Kure Controls. They can reduce delivery time, control of quality, and ensure your satisfaction with the finished product. Their knowledgeable customer service representatives are on hand to answer your questions and assist you with any specific requests. With that, we'd like to thank you, Roger, Mike, and Greg, for supporting the event and being here today.
Our pleasure.
Thank you.
Roger, and along those same lines, we've got to ask you, in your opinion, what's been the biggest couple of developments in the LP industry over the last 50 years that you've seen?
It's almost too long to explain, but it has developed into an industry. When I first started 50 years ago, I was selling convex mirrors out of the trunk of my car on a day. Well, gasoline was 39 cents a gallon, and you could stay at a Holiday Inn for $11. And there was no loss prevention. It was the security guy, maybe a retired policeman. Today, it's an industry. The LP director, vice president, whatever his title is, he has a say in what's happening within the stores today. Before, they would be not recognized. Profusion of products that are out there being developed and brought to the marketplace. I probably, at the present time on my desk in Chicago, have 3 products that were under development now, and mostly are requested to protect something that is new, that has come out onto the market. It's strange. I've never seen anything like it in my life over the last couple of years.
Yeah. How many products do you have, or patents, I should have?
I got probably 60 or 70 patents, Gus. I don't even count anymore.
Sure.
Products, if you were to really look and count how many different versions, it's well over 800. And I started with a convex mirror, and that's all I had.
Great evolution.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah. Gentlemen, I'll open this up to everyone. What's really been your top sellers? What products are you known for, and what's the hottest item out there, so to speak? Gentlemen?
Well, I could tell you from my experience, we sell thousands of convex mirrors and domes. I mean, literally, Gus, it's tens of thousands. And then out of the 800 or more products, 1 year, one product will fly off the shelf, and another year something else, and the other one will die. So it's, clothing is becoming a big issue now. Winter is here, heavy coats, expensive products. Clothing security is a big item with us this year, very, very big.
Mike?
Same thing. We really cover the gamut from mechanical security to alarm modules, and as Roger says, we're seeing a lot of the branded apparel being stolen out of specialty shops, and winter jackets and apparel security has been a big product for us.
Mm-hmm. Greg?
I think that one of the things that the two guys didn't address and has for a number of years been one of our top sellers is the protection of consumer electronic products, including laptop computers, tablets, cell phones, etc. And we offer a variety of solutions that are custom made and ideal for that type of product. And I would certainly consider it to be a part of our core business.
You know, Roger, knowing that you travel the world and go to shows all over the world, I mean, I'd like to ask you, what's the difference between the U.S. and the other markets like Europe and Asia? I mean, is there a difference? Do you see them focusing on other areas that we're not focusing on?
That's a hard question to answer. Example, in Singapore, they have people all over the store. You walk into a department store, and there'll be 2 to 3 employees with you. Europe is a little different. They tend to put a lot of things under glass, for lack of a better terminology.
They lock it up.
They lock it up, and because there is just there are many small shops in the European market. Yes, they do have their hypermarkets, they do have their department stores, but there are many small retail shops, individual, and it's very difficult to cover all of them. But
so the shrink impacts them more, obviously, and that's why they lock it up more.
They lock it up because they don't have the loss prevention facilities to help them, because they're small and there may be maybe 10 stores, and they can't afford the LP that the U.S. market has developed over the years.
Do they have the consulting base? The loss prevention executives out there as consultants? I mean, obviously they sound like they may be lacking there as well.
I think that would be a lacking. I really don't know that much about that end of the marketplace, but it is still a large market, as is the U.S.
Do the big retailers in Europe lock it up as well? I mean, are they more prone to do that than the larger stores here in the States?
To a certain degree, Gus. I was just in a retail store just recently, and everything was out on display, but under alarm. Every single product in the store was alarmed.
Right.
I was really surprised about that.
You know, Mike, you run the U.S. market. Can you give us a feel for your team here in the States and talk to anything new you're bringing to the market, and what does 2015 look like for your team?
Well, we just got back from CES, the Consumer Electronics Show, and we're the only company in the LP space that actually exhibits at that show. We've been there for about 32 years. And one of the interesting things that we get to see is a lot of the new products that are coming to market. Startup companies will come to us, show us prototypes or brand new products, and ask our opinions on how it should be merchandised, how it should be secured. So we get a real good look at where the market is going, what new products are coming out. What we saw at CES this year was really the convergence of technology into consumer products. For example, there were cars that can be driven automatically without a driver behind the wheel, drones. The wearables market right now is exploding. And so what we're doing with our product development team is coming up with customized solutions for those retailers, for those products. Our team here in the U.S. is an experienced team. We've been putting out quality products now for 50 years. And I think that gives us a competitive advantage, as well as being really the only U.S. manufacturer. We're close to market, and we can turn around a customer's request literally in a couple days, where other companies can't. So I think that's a big competitive advantage for us.
You know, Greg, this is your second stint with Se-Kure Controls.
It is.
And that speaks a lot about the organization, about Roger, and about the value Se-Kure Control adds to the market. In being a former senior leader in loss prevention, can you talk to the value Se-Kure Control brings to the LP community and the impact it's having on the industry? And also, what do you see coming forward in 2015 as it relates to the industry?
Well, there are a couple of things, I guess, that would come to mind. While, excuse me, I think that Se-Kure Controls offers, from a strategic value standpoint, many things to our customers. Two things that stand out in my mind. First is that quality is job one for us. Everything that we do in our manufacturing plants are designed about high quality. So everything that comes off of our assembly line has been checked and rechecked. It's made here, it's made of quality products, and it's durable and it lasts. So I think that that's very important to our customers, and many of them certainly recognize that, and they become repeat customers for us. Second, I think that from an after the sale perspective, our customer support ranks very high in the industry. Our team of regional sales managers, directors, support the customers, are in constant contact with them, are always available, and we're there to support their every need. From a coming down the pike perspective, Gus, I don't know, from my viewpoint, that there is an awful lot that's new in the industry. However, I think that the impact, the ongoing impact of ORC will continue to be felt for the foreseeable future, and it's certainly not an issue that's going to go away. And from a retailer's perspective, it's an area that they're going to continue to have to address and look for solutions to control the shrink that stems from it.
Interesting that you bring up ORC in light of the hardware type world, but good point.
Yeah.
Roger, is there anything you'd like to add? I mean, congratulations again on 50 years. God bless you. I mean, that's just wonderful. But is there anything you'd like to say to the industry?
I think it's an exploding area, exciting. You know, Gus, when you look back and say 50 years, it's like a couple minutes in my life. And I still love it. When you get into your 80s, you all of a sudden think, my gosh, where have I been for the last 50 years?
It's what I'm thinking now, and I'm not even close. Or I'm
I think for me, I have to run companies. I used to be out on the road. I was the one selling.
You're still on the road, Roger.
Still on the road. Yeah, I'll put it this way: if somebody calls, I'm there.
Yeah.
But it's getting the access to the LP people throughout the United States, really the world, to sit down and talk with them and find out their problems. And everybody has a problem. Right. It's unbelievable, and it's fun to try to find solutions. It's hard. It's difficult, but finding the solution and then saying we're gonna use that in our chain. Boy, that's a high. Yeah. Always has been. And,
congratulations.
And Gus, thank you. This has been phenomenal.
Well, I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Okay.
And my team works really hard on it.
Okay.
So.
And I'll see you again in 50 years.
I hope so.
Yes.
Well, that's it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank the Se-Kure Controls team for being here today, and I want to thank you for watching. And like I always like to say, let's keep them safe out there.